So this is a pretty stupid and convoluted story, but it went viral and it's pretty funny, so I'm going to try and make sense of it as best I can here. So, we all know Reddit, right? It's basically the stupidest website on the internet, where anything less than total worship of Joe Biden and COVID restrictions will get you immediately banned from whatever subreddit you were posting on, where the saddest, loneliest and most furious people are moderators of all the subreddits, and sit there for hours and hours doing unpaid work, moderating the website. Reddit is cancer in the form of the written word. By the way, talking about unpaid work, seeing as YouTube hates me, you can support me on Subscribestar, where I'll be posting videos that YouTube won't allow me to, and various other things once I figure them out. Links in the description. And recently, one of the most stupid subreddits has been hilariously making the news, called ANTIWORK. It's where over 1.5 million lazy people sit around all day and complain about having to work for money instead of being given it. I'm not joking, that's what the subreddit is all about. The description of the sub is unemployment for all, not just the rich. A subreddit for those who want to end work, are curious about ending work, want to get the most out of a work-free life. Now, this group of bone-idle midwits caught the eye of Fox News, and they invited one of their moderators on to have a chat. And the most stereotypical redditor of all time, trans, lazy, and deluded, a mod called ABOLISHWORK, was picked for the task. So let's see how that goes.
Is like a good work day. How many hours is you know, a solid work day in your ideal society?
Sure. I mean, I think as much as people want. I mean, I personally work. I have like a 25 hour work weeks, which I think is fairly good. So I would like less work hours.
And what do you do, Doreen?
I'm a dog walker.
A dog walker. Okay.
Yes.
And how?
Yeah. So
how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Sure. I'm 30.
You're 30. Okay. And is there something you want to do besides being a dog walker? Do you aspire to do anything more than dog walking, or is that kind of your pinnacle?
I love working with dogs. If I had to do this for the rest of my life, you know, I wouldn't be super complaining. You know, dogs are wonderful animals. But I would love to teach. I would love to, work with people and stuff like that.
What would you teach, Doreen?
Philosophy mostly.
Philosophy.
Just introduction to philosophy, critical thinking, reason, stuff like that.
Okay. Well, I would love to take your class, Doreen. I would just be taking notes the whole time. And you know what? A professor's a very similar schedule than something that you're imagining. So I think that actually might work perfectly for you. Listen, I think this might not be the greatest idea, but who am I to judge? To each their own, they say. It's a free country.
Sure.
Not everything's free,
you know.
but it is a free country. Thank you so much.
Sure.
We got to run. We got to pay the bills.
So obviously after a trans Reddit janitor who complains about working 25 hours as a dog walker at 30 years of age goes on national television saying they want to teach philosophy and critical thinking without a shred of irony, the entire internet starts laughing at the ANTIWORK subreddits and starts raiding the subreddit to correctly poke fun at these simpletons, which resulted in the subreddit going private for a while. Obviously, this made a lot of the redditors in the sub very mad, as some degenerate who walks around in a park with a dog for a couple hours a day made them all look ridiculous and made them a permanent laughing stock. So they all started shitting on ABOLISHWORK, saying the janitors should have sent somebody who had a job, not this idiot, to which ABOLISHWORK, real name Doreen Ford, okay then, doubled down and complained about having to work for 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, which equals 20, not 25. So this person is even lazier than they proclaimed on the TV. So after they pointed out how hard they worked, everyone came round and liked them again, right? Nope, they were removed as moderator of ANTIWORK, and in the announcement they thanked them for their service, but regarding the past incidents, they decided to remove them from being a mod. Now what's with the past incidents? I mean, they permanently destroyed their subreddit with the stupid Fox News interview. That place is only ever going to get laughed at for eternity now. But that's one incident. They referenced multiple incidents. Oh yeah, they're a rapist as well. This is the thing, when you put yourself out there and you come across as completely unbearable, people are going to check your background. And a series of old Facebook posts. Remember when people used to use Facebook? A woman accused him of rape. Where the woman was drunk and allegedly said it wasn't a big deal if they engaged in sexual activity. And he took them at their word and had sex with them. Now, if a woman says that to me while they're wasted, it's not a big deal if we fuck. That sounds weird, so I'd probably leave it alone. But maybe Doreen is in the right, and it's just some hoe being annoying after the fact. But I think Doreen knows they're a rapist, as they go on to say they will be more responsible in the future when it comes to alcohol. So they fucked a blackout drunk girl who mumbled something about it not being a big deal then. That's what I get from that. And in another old Facebook post, Doreen talks about being in a relationship with a person who had a history of trauma, and his needs weren't being met, so he started chronically jerking off next to them. him. And the person told him that that was weird and to stop, but he couldn't control himself because he's a Redditor. And at one point, he put his sleeping partner's hand on his genitals. What a well-balanced dude. It's not creepy at all. He goes on to say his partner installed alarms to try and prevent them from falling asleep in the same room. So he was evidently terrifying this poor girl, but he shut them off out of desperation for emotional intimacy. It's not emotional intimacy if you're molesting someone who is asleep, you sick fuck. So yeah, this person is a true Redditor. All the stereotypes that websites use is 100% true. They are all like this, degenerate, leftist, communist weirdos. Stay away from Reddit. That's it for today's video. Don't forget to like and share, subscribe, see more content like this. Thanks, bye.